We are recording. This is session number 1 for the LinkedIn Turbochargers Mastermind. So this is each mastermind, I start them and I run them separately. So your mastermind is going to be 6 sessions from today. And so the last session will be the 29th of April.
And so the sessions will happen how often and when?
Once a week at 3 o'clock on Thursdays, your Eastern time.
Okay.
And if something ever happens that we have a glitch with the internet, which does happen on occasion.
Yes.
and I'm in a small area and I've got the most powerful internet that I can get out here. But every once in a while it has glitches. So if that ever happens, I will do a makeup session at the end. We'll just add another one on the end. Because I want people to feel like they're getting value for their time that they spend.
Yes.
And you guys are putting your time aside for this, and so am I. But I'm the one that's supposed to be the provider, and I'm supposed to be the one that has no glitches.
And you can't guarantee that.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. So you're feeling okay?
I am.
You're okay? Okay, that's great.
He's knocked out. I'm good. He's on the sofa. He's like, I'm like, good.
Well, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay. I'm going to go get a cord for this computer.
So this guy here, John DiBattista, do you know him? John DiBattista, he was in the group.
Is he supposed to be going to is he supposed to be here now?
Yeah, he just signed up. He was supposed to be here, but he hasn't shown up yet. He had a doctor's appointment.
I understand.
So there's
I guess I should put this on. Turn off my radio.
Yeah. And sometimes it'll be just you and I. Sometimes it'll be
fine. And that's fine. That's fine. It's just I know you said something about people should put things on off the video if you're not.
Yeah. So
I had to work with my no, keep on.
Okay.
I just gotta.
Okay. So we're going to, what I want you to do is I want to go into your profile here.
Okay.
And so it's what nationality is that your Aponte?
He's Peruvian.
Oh.
Yes.
Awesome. You know, with this internet and the way that we're communicating now, it has made the world become so small.
Yes. And
we get to mix and mingle with people all over the world. And it's just a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is.
It expands well, and it depends though what you're involved in. If you're in insurance, you have to have a license to be able to sell insurance. And so I would imagine you're locked into a certain territory. Is that correct?
Everywhere I could get a license at, yes.
So you've got multiple licenses?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So just licenses in the US, or are you in other countries?
US only.
Okay. That's great. I know so many people who have gotten involved with the insurance business and they have become very wealthy as a result. Because even though you don't make a tremendous amount of commission with each client, you end up over the years with thousands of clients, right? And a lot of them, now you're working with the people under 65, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So those people would be more inclined to be online and using internet systems. I would think.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Well, seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably a little easier to keep in touch with your clients through the internet than it is for the older sector. Because I find there's a lot of people that are boomers like me, and they are not online. They're not savvy with how to use Zoom or any of those online programs. So it's I find it much more challenging to communicate with the older sector than it is with the younger sector, because you guys are so much more savvy.
Well, you're savvy right now. You're very savvy. I think you're a lot more than me. So I'm looking forward to learning what you have to share.
Okay, so the first session, we always review profiles.
Okay.
And so you've got a really good start with your profile. I love your background that you've got on yours. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, you're very photogenic. You've got a nice headshot. You're facing forward. It's great. And just your name is on the name line, so you've done that right. So health insurance and healthy applicants available 365 days. So we were talking about your profile a little bit when we were doing the actual meeting with the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have you been doing some thinking about your tagline or your headline?
Headline, not sure it's the same thing, but I remember that somebody made a jingle. Is it Wilma? What's the care and healthcare?
That's great. That is.
Can that be? Can that be?
Yeah, that could be part of it. But you need to have. You've got 220 characters to use, right?
Okay.
Characters. So you can have one whole big sentence. So you can say that either at the beginning or at the end of the sentence.
Okay.
So say a little bit about what inspires you to do what you do. And while you're thinking of that, I'm just going to take a little detour to the washroom and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay. So you had some other ideas about what you could put in there?
Yes.
Okay. That's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my profile up here as well. So we have two different profiles opened.
Yeah, so you could definitely explain it more with looking at yours then. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've used pretty close to the 220 characters for mine. So it says there's nobody else online that's a LinkedIn coach that can say what I say. Right? So you want to think about you and insurance. What is it that you can say about you that makes you totally different? So that little slogan is great, but you need to add a little bit more in there. So I would say something in there like you're helping you unlock the benefits that can be available to you that most people know nothing about, so that you can have the money that you need for your retirement or for your legacy.
Unlock the benefits.
In there.
Helping you unlock the benefits.
The benefits that you need. The benefits that you need for your retirement or your family's legacy. and your family's legacy.
You unlock the benefits that you and your family need. For your family legacy.
To carry on when you're long gone. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's true. It's
Yeah.
thinking about the tomorrow, even
Yeah.
though we're here today.
Yeah. People don't want to face up to that. They don't. They know that it's inevitable. We all get born, we all die, and
Yeah.
and yet they don't want to talk about the dying part.
Yeah.
And they kind of live forever, right? And it's when they get into the 40s and 50s, they start thinking, oh, okay, I'm not as young as I used to be. Maybe I should start thinking about this.
So right now I'm starting up it's not that I'm putting, they told me that I should put something that a brand. And so I'm starting a brand. It's called 360 Wilma 365. The reason why Wilma 365 is because the plan that I sell people is open 365 days of the year.
Mhm.
Where some plans they close down, like for instance, the ACA, they're open right now, but they're gonna close. When they close, you can't get in. That's why I put Woman 365.
Yeah. So put that in there. This available 365 days is good. But if there's anybody else that's selling the same plan, they can also say that, right? So you got to add some things in there to make you different.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I just noticed you didn't use your 220 characters, so you could have a lot more to say about you.
Okay. And so that's for the highlights, correct?
Yes. So it's, you remember, like I said yesterday, that you're standing on a corner, or Tuesday, and you're extra, read all about it. What are you going to say?
Mm-hmm.
And it has to roll off your tongue real smooth. So, and it also will apply, and I would memorize it really well if I were you. So whenever you go to a networking meeting, this is your 30-second blurb.
Okay.
Right? That you can say. And when somebody's in an elevator with you and they ask you, so what do you do? Then you can just roll that off your tongue.
Okay.
So it has multi-purposes.
And that in the portion, so
This,
yeah, so I did see, I saw it in your profile. You had a lot more than, okay.
Yeah. So I'm cracking the LinkedIn code, helping you unleash the true power of LinkedIn to attract your perfect prospects, creating multiple streams of income that pay you and your business at least twice. So I'm talking from their point of view. So I'm always saying you, not I. So
it's you. Okay.
yeah, I try to avoid using the word I in everything I do online. I try to put everything to, so that it makes them think about themselves, not me.
Mm-hmm.
And what we tend to do is we tend to say, I do this and I help you with this, and I help you accomplish this, and I help you get this. But you need to say, instead of I do, you can do this, so that you can have the money that you want, so that you can have everything arranged for when your time comes. You do this so that you can leave a legacy for your children, or you can leave a legacy for your family. Sit down and think of all the things that, if they have this insurance plan, then they can, what are they going to, if you have this, then you can, whatever it is, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this.
Yeah. I did a commercial advertisement, and the video I talk about how a person who did die, and he left $60,000 for his family,
Yes.
and it was through the health plan that he got.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty cool, and that goes perfectly with what you're saying to write about. So it's perfect. Thank you for the suggestion.
You're welcome. So when it comes to insurance, health insurance, life insurance, any kind of those kinds of insurances, people need to understand the true benefits that they're going to receive before they really understand the power. So I would put something in your headline about unleashing the true power of health benefits by leaving a legacy for your family in the amount of so many
Unleashing the
dollars.
true power of unleashing the true power of, what did you say? Unleashing the true power of
What insurance will provide. Can't remember what I said now.
what health insurance?
The true power of health insurance and the legacy it can provide for your loved ones. You just say loved ones, then it covers spouses, children, family,
Okay, that's perfect.
And if there's not enough space in your headline to put all of that, you've always got your about page, right? Remember we looked at your about page and you had 2 sentences in there or something. That's okay. I'm not criticizing you.
It's okay.
You're right along with so many people that I work with. Okay, so let's check your contact. You've got 500 plus connections. Bonus. I think that is fabulous. So now you've got your email in here, but you need to put in a cell phone so that people can phone you. I find that so many people, well, not so many, but there are some people who they're not that techie, and I even have a daughter who's 40 and she's not that techie. She says, Mom, just text me. Okay. Or FaceTime me, Mom. But she doesn't check her email hardly ever. So she's a nurse. She works as a nurse down in, we have 8 children. 5 of them live in the US with their families.
Oh, wow.
3 of them live in Canada with their families. So we've got quite a spread out of where everybody lives. So I would just add a phone number in there. And well, let's just double check your okay. So see here your LinkedIn profile address. See these numbers at the end?
Yes.
We need to go in and remove those. So I'm going to do this while we're being recorded here so that you can see where to go. So you go to your profiles, but I can't show you on your profile. So when you go into your own profile, you can see all these little pencils and where you can edit. You can only see those when you viewed your own profile. Somebody else who comes and views your profile cannot see those. So you can only see this when you're in your own profile. So you will see this edit public profile and URL, and you click on that. And that takes you to a new page. And you see up at the top, there's a home button and then there's a profile button.
Yes.
Okay. You go down here to this very first box and you click the blue pencil.
Okay.
You click that blue pencil, then you can go in here and you can move the cursor along to then delete all those numbers at the end and just have your name in there. Well, for me, I decided to put Marketing Mentress in there because that's my email and my website. So people can usually remember that.
So just put Wilma 365 then?
You could do that. Yeah. If you've got an email that has the 365 in it, or a
Yeah, I
web,
need to add that. I need to do that now. Yeah.
yeah. So you can do that as soon as we finish this session, you can go in and
Yes.
edit that. Okay, so I'm going to always remember that when you finish editing, hit save.
So, yeah.
Okay. And then while we're on this page,
Mhm.
scroll down and see this little button here where you can, your profile's public visibility.
Mhm.
When you decide to go in and do all these edits and work on your LinkedIn profile, getting all these changes made, you want to turn this button off.
Off.
Yes, turn it off.
So turn on.
Because every time you make a change on your profile, all your connections get notified. Wilma has a new this. Wilma did this. Wilma's got a new experience. She has a new job. If you change your experience, then LinkedIn goes around and tells everybody you have a new job, a new position.
Mm.
You've started a new position. And so if you're making more, if you make just one edit, change one thing, that's okay. Just leave this on. But if you're going to be doing major changes, like adding a whole new about page, adding
Mhm,
a headline, I would turn this off. And then just remember
Okay.
to turn it back on again after you're finished. Remember to, and it's in that page where you go to change your URL. Okay, so I'm going to
Turn on when finished
yes.
doing the changes.
Yes, turn it back on when you finish doing all the changes. So here is where you have your profile and how many people or who can see your profile. I never put my profile on public because I've had too many people. Your profile has your contact information in it, right? And you're going to have people look at your profile and put you on an email list that you did not agree to. So always put just LinkedIn members. So only LinkedIn members can see your headshot. Some people put only first degree connections can see their headshot, or only your network can see your headshot. And when you do that, it's like locking the front door of your brand new business on Main Street, right? So you need to let as many people see your profile as possible, but not the public, just the LinkedIn members, all LinkedIn members. Okay. And then you go down here and you just want to make sure that all these buttons are turned on. They're all green.
Okay. And that's for, what is it again?
That's on the same page as where you did your editing your custom URL. And where you turn on your public visibility. And where you set who's going to see your headshot. And then you can go and check all these other things off. Make sure they're all on.
Okay.
And then at the very bottom here, where it says public profile badge, that is something that you can copy and put into either your digital business card or your website. So if you want to create a badge, you just click this button and then you'll see this, I call it hieroglyphics. This is all what you would copy and paste into a website or your digital business card so that people can find you on LinkedIn. Because this is your LinkedIn address in digital format. Okay.
So when, like for instance, if I'm in a Zoom, if they ask for my information, put that on the Zoom.
Oh, no,
in the chat.
No, this is what, this has all the, what is it they call it? There's a special name for it. and it's the code, right? It's the code for your page. And this code needs to be put embedded into a website or a digital business card. When it's embedded, then it will show a button. You attach it to a button on a digital platform, so either a website or a business card that's digital. So people can click that button and go directly to your LinkedIn page. Okay, so you only use that for those occasions. So the one that you want to send, so I'm going to click up here where it says back to LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go back to LinkedIn now.
Mhm.
I've finished on that page. And when I'm in LinkedIn, this is my home page. When you go back to LinkedIn, it takes you to the home page. And you can get into your profile either by clicking here on this left side or clicking here. And I prefer to go here most of the time on this little tiny icon because I can either view my whole profile or I can go down to one of the company pages that I've got set up. So this is a little bit like Facebook. In Facebook, you have a
Groups.
page, right? A profile page, basically.
Yeah.
And then you have a business page.
Mhm.
And you can have a business page for each business that you do. And there are people like me who have multiple streams of income.
Mhm.
So they'll have a business page for each stream. So if they're published a book, they'll have a business page on Facebook set up for the book. If they've got, like with you, you've got an insurance business, so you'll have a business page on Facebook set up for your insurance. So say you've got the bump card, which is my digital business card. And that you could have another page for the bump card on Facebook, a business page. And then on that bump card page, you can have a link on a button where people can go and join, sign up, and get their own business card, digital business card. But we won't get into that today. So then on LinkedIn, you can go in and you can set up your own company pages. They call them company pages on LinkedIn. And on Facebook, they call them business pages. So you can set up a different company page, and on the free, you don't need to get on a paid platform. On the free, you can have multiple different company pages for free.
Mhm.
So if you do one of my clients did tutoring, and so they set up a separate tutoring page, company page on LinkedIn, so that people could go and they could have all kinds of information about the tutoring class that they
So
run.
how different are those pages versus the profile in LinkedIn?
So on LinkedIn, on your profile, I'm going to go to my profile here. Actually, I'll go to yours. Oh, where did I put you? There you are.
Mm.
I better just leave that separate so that I don't accidentally click the wrong one.
Mm.
So on your profile, I've got so many things going through my head all at the same time.
Mm.
So it's a little bit more, the way that you set up the difference between your profile page and your company page is your profile page is all about you and who you are and what inspires you to do what you do and how you help people. Okay. Then when you go to your company page, that's all about your company and your business and how your business helps people. And one of the things I suggest to people to do is to check out a big company's company page on LinkedIn, and that's Coca-Cola.
Mm.
If you go check out a company page from Coca-Cola, we're going to cover company pages in one of our sessions. So I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail with that right now. So just on your own, you can go and check out Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Just just put them up here in the search bar. Just type in Coca-Cola Company, and then it will show up for you.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're going to move on. So this highlights, it shows you your mutual connections and things that you're involved with, like your accelerated business networking group. This is an event that you attended, right? So is there a group on LinkedIn that's called the Accelerated Business Networking?
I network so much. And so,
That's good, you need to.
and so I'm pretty sure that is true.
Yeah,
It's like I do try out to learn, to see. And I feel like I probably do it too much, and I'm toning down.
yeah,
I do network a lot though. But
yeah.
I'm toning down though these days.
Well, yeah. The thing is, we have to make sure that we still are getting ourselves out there. So maybe you can't attend all of them every week, but maybe stagger them opposite weeks. So one
That's a
week
good
you
idea.
attend XYZ, ABC, and then another week you attend LMN and OPR, those different groups. You know what I mean?
Mhm. That's a good idea.
So yeah, because I hear you big time, because I've got invitations to so many groups and I can't
Mhm.
send them all.
No.
Some of them are all at the same time. So
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the morning seems to be a really busy time. Noon's a really busy time. 2 o'clock in the afternoon's a really busy time. And 7 o'clock in the evening, right?
Mhm.
And they all want to have their meeting at the same time.
Mhm.
Okay, so your about page. When you go to your about page, I'm going to click on see more here. And this is good that you've got your phone number bit embedded here. But I would also put it on my contact page on the front, into that contact tab at the very top of your profile. You know, I'm surprised how many people don't even know or think to click on that contact button up at the top. Because I've got my phone number and my email in that contact button. And I still have people say, what's your best email to use to send you a message? And I go, it's in my contact button at the top of my page. So here's something, this is, you want no deductibles or co-pays policies that pay first dollar benefits. I do virtual applications and hablo español, yay. Health insurance for healthy individual, family, and business owners, self-employed. So this just talks about what you do, right? So this,
About what?
but it talks about what you do and a little bit about what you offer. So in the about page, this is your opportunity to really shine. And this is where you can talk about how you are inspired to help people through the insurance industry. What inspires you? So think way back to what inspired you to start working in insurance. Really do some deep digging and soul searching, and just have a blank sheet of paper, a notepad that you can just start scribbling down thoughts. Oh, this really impressed me. Oh, and just write down thoughts. And then once you get all those thoughts down, bring it to the meeting and we can all help you put it together so that it sounds really great.
Okay.
Okay. So that's your homework. Put those thoughts together. And with that 2,000 characters, you've got a lot of room there. And the way you write is just perfect. What you've done here, people don't read if it's all in a paragraph form. They just one line at a time. So each sentence on a separate line.
Yeah. And so can we change the lettering, the style of the words? the letters?
Yes, yes, you can change them. Not right now.
Hmm? No, I'm just wondering. Okay.
Yeah, the reason we can't change them if I try to go in and edit your profile.
Mhm.
Actually, if you want to do some simple changes right now, I'll stop sharing my screen and then you share yours, okay?
Mhm. Okay.
I'm going to stop my share. And then you can go share your screen and we'll go right into your LinkedIn and then you can make the change.
Share screen. Wait, I don't have my LinkedIn open, so let me open that up first.
Open it up first, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got started about 10 minutes late. So can you stay for an extra 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes?
I can, yes, definitely. And I'll do that too. Thank you for just, yeah, being willing to do that. Go back to this.
Well, I checked before we started to make sure I had a little bit of time before my next appointment.
Understand. Okay.
Great.
So go to my
Here's
profile.
your profile. So
And
go
it
up to
was-
your, yeah, doing great. There's your about page.
And you said I could change the lettering?
Oh, in here, yeah, you can write the whole article if you want. You can write it right there. But what I usually do is I start writing on a Word document, and then I save my about page on a Word document, and then
Yeah.
do all the editing on there, and then just copy and paste it right into my about page.
Oh, okay.
So much easier to do it that way than to just try and edit. Because when you try to edit on LinkedIn, they have this little window, and it's more challenging to see
It
everything,
is.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So what was it you wanted to change on this page?
I wanted to see if you could change the lettering, but it's probably better to do it on Word, and that will give you all the different
Yeah.
styles. of-
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And
Okay.
you could take this number. Now, it's a little bit confusing the way you've got call Wilma 365. I would put a semicolon or a colon at the end of 365. So click the pencil in that
And
box,
so,
in the top right corner of that box. That's right. Click the pencil. Now scroll up just a tad. There you go. And then just put a colon, 2 dots. You know what a colon is. Yeah. The colon is 2 dots, right? No, no.
that's
Yeah, you can do that, but then put 2 dots before the number. That's right. And so it's, no, one above the other.
oh, you mean okay.
Yeah, colon is 2 dots, one above. Yeah, that's it. And
Okay.
that way it differentiates between the number and the title.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes better sense, right?
Yes, it does.
So save, click the save button.
Let's see.
And update profile. Now, one of the things
Yeah.
we did not do is, click save. Okay, your profile has been saved. Do you also want to update your secondary language profile? Yes. So, yeah, click on update profile because that takes you to your Spanish.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
there.
I know that's annoying so for people.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so
Okay, so just cancel now. Oh. Save, now hit cancel. It's just going to take you in a circle. you've got it saved already, so it don't worry about it. And just don't keep updating profile. Click save and then sit.
Stop. Cancel.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can scroll down a little bit down your profile. So here we have who viewed your profile and post views, how many people have viewed your posts. That means you're posting. And search appearances. So searches that you've shown up in.
Mhm.
And then you've got salary insights. See how your salary compares to others in the community. You can check that out at some time, not right now.
Mhm.
And your items. So keep track of your jobs or courses or articles. So if you've applied for jobs in there, you can keep track in there. So then this one is your activity. So click on see all activity. So even if you go into a profile and a post and like it, it will show up in your activity file here.
Okay.
So everything you've liked, and it's better to try and comment and share.
Comment and share. Okay.
Yes, because you get more points on your profile if you do that. And when I say points on your profile, I'm going to take you to get you to open a new browser window.
Okay.
Go up the top and enter a new browser window. So hit the plus sign at the top. At the very, very top of your computer screen, the pictures might be in front of it. You need to open a new tab.
Open a new tab on my.
On your computer.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
open another new
now
LinkedIn.
in there, just type in linkedin.com/sales/SSI and hit enter. So this is your sales selling. So this is your social selling index. Pardon me, not sales selling, social selling. So this shows you how you rate out of 100. Your goal is to get this up to as close to 80 or 85 as possible.
Wow.
Okay. So all if you can scroll your screen up just a little bit so that I can see the bottom line there. So these are the 4 areas that your profile is graded on. I don't want to, that's a little bit too high. I want to see the 4 straight lines. There, that's great. So those are the components that they score your profile on. So your profile, the top one, establish your professional brand. So what that one is based on is how many sections you've added to your profile. So those are based on your profile sections and how complete they are. So when you, for instance, add a profile section on experience, there is also always a blank area where you can write a description. Make sure that you write a description on all of your experiences that you listed on your profile.
The old descriptions.
Yeah.
So
we'll go in there next. I'll show you.
Yeah.
How many of the sections you've got completed, that affects that top line. And once you've got as many sections completed on your profile as you possibly can, the total score that you can get, the maximum score you can get for each one of these 4 items is 25. So your goal is to get everything as close to 25 as possible.
Okay, 25. Okay.
So now you know how to check your SSI. So it's www.linkedin.com/sales/SSI. And what you can do is you can actually copy this and save it in your saved menu here. So go up and highlight the link.
Also save in my bookmarks.
Yeah, save
So
it.
what?
That's what I was talking about. You save it in your bookmarks.
So I bookmarked it.
Yeah, so now you can just go in there and check your SSI every once in a while. You don't want
Yeah.
it every day, but you know, maybe once a month you want to go and see how you're scoring, because that will tell you what you need to work harder at.
And that's the more things I do or what I explain on my profile?
Yes, some of it will happen automatically just from the little things that you do from what we teach, what I teach.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
so let's get out of this one and just leave it open and just go to the next tab beside it where we were at your profile.
So leave it open and go to back here. And what do you want to see now?
So I want to go to your main profile page. So either the me button is the best. Yeah. Okay, so see there on the top section of your profile, see where it says add profile section?
Yes.
That's where you add different profile sections. So you've got your intro, which is at the very top, your about page, featured things. So click on the featured arrow. So if you click on that, see it's posts, articles, links, and media. So you can go into each one of those sections and see if there's something that you can add to your profile from each of those sections. So if you've got the featured things, if you've made some videos, then you can try and upload you should be able to upload your videos that you've made.
Okay.
Videos are huge and you're very photogenic. So your videos are going to look great. And don't worry,
Okay.
do them raw. You know, what I do is I record right on my computer and I use Zoom. I just use Zoom. And
Zoom. Okay.
I just use Zoom and I have a light this soft light that shines in my face so that people can see my face. And I look into the camera and I have a Word document for what I want to say in my video up on my screen and centered. And I just sit and hold my hand on the mouse and scroll the document up slowly so that I can look like I'm just talking to people right in the camera.
Nice.
And it works out great.
Nice.
So that way you'll come across as being really professional, and then you can just go down and stop the record like you do for when you record videos on Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
That is so smart. Okay. Thank you.
Really, really easy.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Uh-huh.
So let's scroll up just a little bit more.
Mhm.
So now you know where to add the sections. So let's keep going down. We went through activity. So here's your experience. So let's get the experience up there. Yeah.
Mhm.
So click on the pencil. So you can go in and you can do any editing you want. So this button here where it says share with network, it says if enabled, your network may be informed of job changes, education changes, and work anniversaries.
Mhm.
And you want that. So turn that on.
Okay. Mhm.
And so your title, let's get creative here.
Okay. That's the title of the position I'm in.
I know. Let's get creative. What are you calling yourself? You're the what, 365?
Yes. 365 career agents.
No. Wilma 365 that you call yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, put Wilma 365 on there and take career agent out. There you go. And then the employment type. So click the drop down arrow.
Self-employed.
Just a minute. No, just leave it blank. There's nothing there that would enhance you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, whoops, you forgot to go back to the, what did you click? You
Sure.
opened up a new window for some reason. So
Maybe
just
close
X
it.
out of it. Yeah, close it. Okay,
Mhm.
so your company is the health advisors, so you need to leave that there.
Okay.
Just scroll down a little bit more. Let's see. Location. That's right. You need to have your location there because people need to know where you're working in.
Mhm.
And your start date was November of 2018 to present. That's good. So click down a little bit further. Okay, your field is, so what are these in this position? What's that mean? Field agent, US Health Advisors.
Because that's how I started off as field agent. Now I'm a career agent. It's still within the same company. It's just that that's because of how long I've been working there. I was promoted to career agents.
Okay, so what about this insurance advisor? Is that what you were?
It was just sort of the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So that's fine. So scroll down a little bit more and you see where the description box is showing up here. So you work in as a bilingual English Spanish client specialist on health plans. So you could get creative here with your description.
Okay.
So it all needs to be active verbs. Active verbs and speaking from their point of view. So the Brodinsky, is that the whole
The group that I'm part of.
okay, so
So I could do Brodisky, or I could say the Maryland satellite, but that's Brodisky. That's the leader of that.
yeah, but you see, it's good to have me there because I don't understand anything about that.
I understand.
Where
I
the
understand.
area is, right?
Okay.
So
So
most
I
people
do.
are not going to
I
really
do.
understand that.
So I work for myself, but being part of Maryland, being where you're stationed at, is who I'm working for. Well, this is more informational for a person who's from US Health Advisors, but that's it. I don't think it matters for people who are outside. So
Yeah.
I should add to mention it.
Yeah, so think about how you can reshape the wording here. And yes, it's great to be English Spanish. That's my daughter in Florida that's expecting my grandchild number 17. She's due in May and she works as an RN down there and she's fluent in Spanish. And so that's how she got her job down there is, well, her father is living down there. And so she was living with him and she was able to study Spanish. So she actually specializes in the labor and delivery department in this big hospital that she works in down there. And they, whenever they have Spanish speaking people come in, they always call Sarah. Sarah, we need you. He's very fluent with Spanish.
As a bilingual English Spanish client specialist on health plans,
So you will, instead of saying will be helped, you can just say will be helped. ED on the end of help. ED, and then put to understand for your grammar. Yeah. to understand health coverage and the benefits to you and your family. D on and instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that spell corrector fun? I love it. So that gives you a really good start, right?
Yes. And the benefits to you and your family, or for you?
As a bilingual English client specialist on health plans, you will be helped to understand health coverage and the benefits to you and your family. That's great. That's great. The comma in there is perfect. So click save
Mhm.
and update profile.
Then comes the Spanish one.
And then just go to the X. Then just go to, you've saved it already, so just go to the X up top. Close it. There. Okay, so now on the you can do the same kind of a thing with these others. That even though they're old, you need to fill in a description for each one. So you can talk in this where you were in just as an insurance advisor, you could say that you were in training for in training to help people with their.
Oh, I see where you're at. Okay. So in the insurance advisor, I was in training.
Uh-huh. So let's just leave this for now. Leave those for now, and you can do those as homework. I see down here you've got one that's a volunteer. So that volunteer goes in, you need to remove it from there. We need to take this volunteer experience out. So bring your, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And we need to put it under the volunteer section. So this is going to be good for your profile. So click the pencil. And just go in and you should be able to delete. See, click delete. Bottom left. Delete. And click delete. There, it's gone. So now let's go up to the very top and add a profile section.
I do have I have a lot of experience when I was in school.
But this right now, we're just going to do your volunteer experience because I want to make sure you understand where it goes.
Okay. Good. Where does it go?
So you want to go down this list a little bit further because I can't see. There we go. Okay, just a minute. Skills, supported languages, additional information, background. Okay, click on additional information. I think it might be in there. No. Accomplishments. Click on accomplishments. Nope. Background. Skills.
Volunteer experience.
But there's your volunteer experience. You found it. Yay. Okay, so whatever organization it was that you worked with, you type in there.
Is there a host? No, that's wrong.
What's the name of the organization? Was it the Red Cross or was it?
Business Network International.
Okay, and then your role. What did you do?
Is there a host?
Okay. And what was the cause?
It's more working with prospects.
Education, disaster and humanitarian relief, education,
Visitor host is a person who attends other people. Social services. Uh,
so that's why I chose education, because I thought that might be the closest to it.
okay.
And so are you currently volunteering in this role, or what was the month and year that you?
It was August. I joined them in March. 19. So that's February. 20.
And just describe what you were doing there. It was my responsibility to help any new people to do what?
There's to welcome.
Help new visitors feel welcome. Put feel in there.
Inform them about and
Meeting guidelines. I've been to BNI, so they have procedures and guidelines, or guidelines and procedures.
as a visitor host, you're just there, you welcome those people and you help them.
Mhm.
Just it's networking to learn more about them, and you start your networking, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
And so I would put it
taking in a group.
I would start a new sentence here.
Okay.
Instead of that, right after guidelines, I'd put a period after guidelines. And then I would say,
Learn to
Helping.
inform them.
helping them or inform them, yeah. How to join the group.
This is
That makes sense.
and Nova connections.
Yeah, because they all have different names for the individual groups, don't they?
Okay. Okay, and then I have another one.
Did you share it?
I saved it.
I should say, yeah, okay. So I have to go now, but
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to stop the recording, and
Okay,
then you can go ahead and keep on working on it for a while, and
yes, I will.
while it's all fresh in your mind.
Yes.